I'm not, cause today
I'll show you what I'm made of. Rise to the occasion. Got fears but no faith. I'll show you a heart full of fire. Looking at the fire. I'll show you what I'm made of. What I'm made of. Yeah. I'll show you what I'm made of. What are you willing to lose? You cover your wounds, but underneath them a million voices in your head that whisper, stop now. Another twist of the knife, a turn of the screws. It's all in your mind and it's fighting you on yourself. The storm is coming. Wow, kid, what you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling. Phoenix fly. And now you're playing with matches. Come out of the ashes underneath you. A million voices in the crowd. They're screaming, stop now. Well, let them swallow the pride. You're turning the tide to true believers. Got them in the palm of your hand. You're playing God now. What you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back to pull you down. So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling. Phoenix fly. What you gonna do So are you gonna die today or make it out alive? You gotta conquer the monster in your head and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. It's time for a new empire. Go bury your demons, then tear down the ceiling. Phoenix fly. Coming at you like real, real wild. Here to light it up, set the world on fire. Gonna break rules and hearts in twos, cause that's what the baddest do. Never going back, nah, nah, that. Diamonds on drip, cause I came to make a splash. Gonna break rules and hearts in twos, cause that's what the baddest do.
I'll melt your face off, disappear, I'm your eraser. Aim the cut just like a razor. Murder in this world, my blazer. I got all the boys on me, I got all the lines on ring. Knock 'em dead, turning heads. I got all the eyes on me. Pretty face, 걸어 들어와. 유행 선두자. 원하지만 못하잖아. 애가 타잖아. You like roll, Cali, you don't go. 난 알지, I know. 준비해, cause I like the ball. 멈추지 않아. 말할래, 그게 like a bag. 그거 말고 bye. 믿어봐, 그만큼 크게. 어깨 펴고 high. 100% 덤비지 못해. 죽여주잖아. 나는 boss, 간지 with the sauce. 원하면 줄게.
I'm doing damage when just how I planned it. I do what I want when I say
the bad news, sorry I'm so bad. Only took a minute for me to get what you had. Sorry for the bad news, no it makes you sad. There for a minute, baby, you should pack your bags. Way that I look should be breaking the law. If I don't got it, I take what I want. My circle small like a round of applause. You know that I love the sound of applause. You know I mean everything that I say. When you see me come and get out of the way. Back in the sleigh, back and I'm better and ready to stay. I'm doing damage when just how I planned it. I do what I want when I say. 모든 날 따라해 난 끝내주잖아. To live on the edge of insane. It's crazy. Sorry, not sorry for being the best. 언제든지 내가 좀 해. Look at the gold, all on my chest. Look at the gold, call it a flex. KDA, should we show them how we do it every day? Let's get it. Kali that girl, Kali go girl, Kali don't stop, Kali don't skirt, Kali got a job, Kali go to work. 뜨거워 언제나 don't get burned. 넘쳐 흘러물 than a buffet, 죽여주잖아 like a buffet. 누가 감히 on my outfit, 그 문 열지 마 that's a rough day. Don't give any more cause I'm greater than. 필요 없는 시험들 다 뿐이미. But all of my numbers are talking back. 부루마법 message monopoly. 눈종이 돈이나 real money 필요 없대. 너네들이 만든 돈들 go get it, go get it, go get it. 더 미션 눈을 못대 못해 그래 너도 get it cause I got it different. All I'll ever know is life upon the throne. 시작하면 끝을 보는 거야. You want more? No, I got it so deep though. You look like you could use some more. No, I got it, never running low. Yeah, I got more than enough, set it up and away. You know I got it like bum bum, blow your mind. Never giving less, and it's how it'll stay. You know I got it like all day, all the time. When I go, it's for thought. Get it cool, but I'm cold. I don't fit in a mold. I'm a rebel. I don't do what you say. Making moves, I don't wait while I smile in your face. I got different DNA. What's higher than the top? That's me. Come take a look before falling on my feet. 조용히 몸을 숙여봐. So take a look, 나를 기억해, queen. All I'll ever know is life upon the throne. 시작하면 끝을 보는 거야. You want more? No, I got it so deep though. You look like you could use some more. No, I got it, never running low. Yeah, I got more than enough, set it up and away. You know I got it like bum bum, blow your mind. Never giving less, and it's how it'll stay. You know I got it like all day, all the time. Way out，感觉犹如海浪的way now，不断往前，oh you never way down。This is how I do it every day。Wow wow，这一路上的奇迹都记住了你的每一个瞬间，无比的耀眼。I know you want some more，准备好就一起走。Giving it all more。No, I got it so deep though. You look like you could use some more. No, I got it, never running low. Yeah, I got more than enough, set it up and away. You know I got it like bum bum, blow your mind. Never giving less, and it's how
All right, welcome to the Legends League. I am one of your casters, Thessaly here, and I'm joined by my brother, Uttmachazor, here to cast you some games here. Well, one game for sure, possibly two. We have yet to find out.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, good to have you. Let's get into these bands right away. I don't want them to start slipping away. So we've got coming in Kubes team and a Morgana, and we've got the Akali and the Seraphine band for Avengaar's team.
Yep, so it looks like that Kled is going to be against Creed Fan. That's a big pick for him. Very powerful on it, very strong, good engage. Morgana also, I've seen him play, Guppy play this a few times. The binding, the black shield, definitely gives Nelly some good CC management and able to get in and out of fights. So,
and then we have the Swain ban for Avengaar. He has definitely played that a few times already and has shown some strong performances.
Ooh, we got an Anivia right off the start here.
I did see some Anivia play. I actually think it might have been Avengaar that I saw playing Anivia in his recent match history, so this might be a counter pick, or it just might be the fact that Anivia is super strong right now.
Yep, received some really good buffs. Shortened on the alt time, missile speed for attack, auto attacks, and for the Q, I believe, are both sped up.
Ooh, yeah. I have not an Anivia player myself, so I don't know the ins and outs of the champion, but I did hear that there were strong buffs, and from what you're saying, I think that's confirmed. We also do have the Urgot ban at the Scrubby Bub here. He has played that a number of times in the league already, and has also had some strong performances.
Yep, and now with the Nico pickup and the Alawi pickup for Team Avengaar, that's going to be a lot of AoE damage. Avengaar and the Nico, very good, excellent Nico player. And Alawi does a lot of work in that top lane, very strong right now. Scrubby Bub with the Cho'Gath, it looks like. Good AP, good CC, good scaling. And then Ratfart with the Rek'Sai pickup, which was their protected ban.
It was. And we have a protected Skarner, I believe, on the other side, correct? So we have yet to see that one come through, but we do see the Thresh.
Okay, so both teams showing some of their solo lanes, all the solo lanes for Kubes, and then with the support here, I wonder what kind of bands we're looking at. We're looking at ADC bands from Avengaar, support bands.
Yeah, and we do see that the Nautilus is banned out. I know he does pretty well into Thresh, so I'm not super surprised to see that ban come through. I'm waiting to see, and they ban out the Caitlyn.
Okay, some good range. Caitlyn, Thresh, very strong bot lane. Nami ban.
Yeah, the Nami coming through. I am a little bit surprised that they didn't maybe go for some of these mages, because I know Uttmachazor is not afraid to play the mage bot lane, and there's also a Jhin up, and I know Abraham Rage is he is a fan of the Jhin and he's strong on that champion, so it'll be interesting to see what they prep themselves with when they get an Ezreal pick here.
Okay, nice evasive, safe ADC for Nelly. Still powerful with the Thresh, able to set up some, powerful WEQ combo and definitely pops people down while staying at a good range. I think I would. Who do you feel like as an ADC main that's going to be strong into this Ezreal?
Well, doesn't matter what. I think the Jhin is locked in and comboed with the Bard, so there's some pretty strong stun potential there. With the Bard Q stunning you, and then also following it up with a Jhin root. That's pretty dangerous, and Jhin is very strong in the meta right now. Ezreal is as well, but I think Jhin might be a little bit higher up on the tier list. And then of course the Skarner comes through as well, so we get the protected pick on both sides secured. So hopefully the comfort comes through on both those champions for both these players.
Yep, Old Tones I believe being more of a Skarner one trick, wanting to be on something he's comfortable with, and being a sub in the situation, want to be on as comfortable champ as possible, right, to try to meld in with this team. Comp ideas, feel like one's stronger than the other. My initial thought is I'm going with Kubes.
You're going with Team Cubes. Yeah, it's tough. I think Cubes team might have the slight advantage just with, I don't know, the Anivia being so strong. They just have a lot of strong champions on their team. I am kind of interested to see how they set up team fights and what they use to engage with, because outside of a Bard ult and maybe like a Jhin ult, you could maybe force them to just kind of to dodge around, but there's not a lot of necessarily hard engage on that team.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of looking for a lot of picks, I would say.
Yep, definitely picks. They can look to, maybe set up around objectives with Anivia being able to, if you get someone trapped in a pit or the other team has to set up in a way that's unfavorable. But Alawi, kind of the same thing, right? Like if you get her somewhere, if she can get there kind of early, split, set up some tentacles, then, I mean, her and Nico together, her and Avengaar are going to can definitely dish out some damage. The roots, the stuns, we've all succumb to an Alawi alt and just see her, basically 5v1. So,
yep, and it'll be interesting to see how the Alawi is played. You can obviously just split push with her. Pretty much, she's going to be drawing multiple people when she gets later into the game, and she can definitely 2v1 pretty easily. But a lot of those times, yeah, you do see the Alawi ult in the team fight, and that's where you kind of really start to feel it when she gets those tentacles slapping multiple people at one time.
Yep, if she can get into a follow-up of a Nico ult, or even some of the snares that are possible, a Nico snare into a Thresh hook or something. You can look for some plays with that. Obviously, Team Cube's going to be looking for those Anivia Qs into a Bard, into a Jhin, into a Cho'Gath. Definitely a lot of CC that they can chain together, absolutely. And like you said, not quite as easy to necessarily pull off some of those long engages or long pick. But
so maybe zooming in more specifically here on like specific lane matchups. How do you feel being the top lane main of us two about this top lane matchup? What does that look like in your opinion?
I know that Scrubby Bub has played so much Alawi that I feel like he's gonna be pretty comfortable to try to sit back and kind of farm. Cho'Gath still has great wave clear into the Alawi, so if he can dodge the E's and stay out of those spirits, then I think he'll be alright early, and then probably look for a gank to be able to really finish him off and be able to knock this Alawi out.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right, and I think bot lane is going to be an interesting matchup because Ezreal being very mobile is going to be able to dodge out on some of these Bard and Jhin abilities and combos, but Thresh also I feel like wouldn't be terrible into Bard or Jhin because they're pretty immobile, right? They don't have a lot of escapes or really any form of escape. So I feel like that's kind of an interesting lane to see how that goes. I'm kind of expecting the Jhin and the Bard to try and put down pressure, and I think that kind of matches the playstyle of those two players as well.
And yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of how those lanes play out. Any feelings on mid lane? The Anivia into the Nico. Nico bringing the Electrocute is going to be looking for more aggressive plays. Anivia, generally a scaling champ, but we're getting right into it.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because they both definitely kind of want to scale a little bit. I think it'll be interesting to see how many roots are landed versus how many stuns on the Anivia's part, because I feel like if you don't land that initial CC with either of those champions, it's going to be a lot more difficult to trade. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in mid lane.
Yeah, I feel like the Rek'Sai can provide a little bit of that mid-range, very similar to Skarner, I would say, kind of in playstyle. They're both cruising around, melee champs, looking to get in, maybe not do some knock-up, get a stun off, can deal some great damage. Looks like Skarner bringing that Predator versus the Hail of Blades on the Rek'Sai.
Yeah, that is going to be an interesting thing to see how that plays out if it works out in his favor. I do want to check up on this vision a little bit just to see how this is stacking up. Looks like we just have the safe ward here down in the river for red team. Otherwise, spread across the board, just kind of hoping to catch anybody if they're going to try to invade. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, obviously. Setting up around blue buff for the Skarner and setting up around red buff for Rek'Sai, looks like. Additionally, looks like there's going to be no deep vision secured for either team, so it's no real knowledge gained. I would say not really super useful. Maybe a general idea, but pathing might come into question.
Yep. Gonna be a both jungles starting on the strong side, gonna be clearing up towards their top. So far both are doing full clears even.
Yep, full clears on both sides. Looks like not seeing too much going on, just the safe laning so far. It is obviously super early. I don't really expect either of these teams to be making level 1 plays, but just kind of trying to establish first push and kind of a little bit of control on the lane, looks like, for most sides.
Yep, just matching farm right now. Jungle's clearing up. Skarner going for the Gromp, going right up to red, so potentially has a little faster play on top lane about to make a move, but look down here in the bot.
You see the root come through, and the flash comes out from the Thresh. We saw that the root come through, try to follow up with the root on Jhin, but the flash from Thresh saved his life.
And I just noticed, yeah, that Ezreal decided to opt for the teleport, so curious to see how that's going to play out, but
ooh, we see the root come down from Avengaar and gets a little trade damage down on Kubes. Of course, he's still got a health pot that he can just chug and gain back some life, so he's not feeling terrible about that, but did get a little damage, and like I said, that those key CC abilities from both these mages are going to be really crucial to establishing good trade patterns.
Yep, absolutely. Right now, early CS, staying even, top's down 2-1, jungle's even. Avengaar getting a little bit of that early priority, like we talked about, the electrocute, I feel.
Yep, he is able to secure a little bit more farm for himself. Ratfart is sitting in the top bush here, possibly looking for a gank on Avengaar. He's going in. He knocks up. Ooh, flash away from the stun from the Anivia, and just gonna walk out after that. So good force of the flash, though.
Absolutely. Then it looks like both jungles are gonna split these scuttles. Get a little vision.
There's some damage coming down.
Skarner's coming down. He's looking for the play.
Skarner's looking for the play, but is it gonna matter? Ooh, Skarner secures first blood for himself. The Jhin not quite able to come down on the Thresh there and secure that kill. Unfortunate, because both those bot lane members are super low.
Oh man, just making it out, both of them.
Ooh, Avengaar trading onto Ratfart. Ratfart was coming in for a gank, but wasn't quite able to secure the knock-up. And the disengage from the root there is just is pretty strong.
Absolutely, big wave there mid for Avengaar after that gank.
Yep, the wave is about to crash into his tower. He is walled off from it. Both level 5. And let's see, bot lane, the CS difference is starting to come into play. He's up 20 CS, 18 CS. Mid lane has an advantage though for Avengaar's team, so that's good. Top lane is pretty even, I would say, and jungle is also, a 1 camp difference, so not too bad, considering that the mid and the bot are kind of somewhat evening out overall gold total.
Yep, big trade there for Creed Fan coming out on top of the Cho'Gath. Yeah, it doesn't feel good unless you're getting those ganks up there. The Alawi just heals so much, can really bring it with the Conqueror against that Cho'Gath with the grasp. Not able to lock down the Alawi easy enough, I feel like, to have those kind of quick trades where she doesn't win if she gets a few tentacle slaps, but.
And she also has Corrupting Potion, so that gave her extended sustain in the lane. And Cho'Gath just got the Bramble Vest, so I think his trading should be a little bit better now. Before he just had the Door and Shield, so wasn't bringing a lot of tank stats really to the table, obviously being so low level. early trading here, or aggressive trading, I should say, and he's level 6, so he can pressure, although he doesn't have a lot of mana.
Maybe a little low there. Curious, the Drake's up.
Yep.
Rek'Sai's kind of down on that side. Ratfart's down to look for something, but meantime, Skarner's kind of trailing around this top side, just clearing out. Maybe he's gonna start pathing down that way.
Ratfart setting up for a gank here. The Threshook does barely miss. They don't know Ratfart's here. He's going in. He flashed, knocks up both of them. The Lantern able to save him for now. Thresh gets rooted. Ezreal trading onto Ratfart, but we have a TP coming in from Creedfan. Creedfan ults immediately onto Uttmachazor, looking for that trade, is not able to find it onto him. Ends up that nobody dies in that, although it certainly looked like somebody should have died. Actually, nobody dies, although now Red has the pressure in the bot lane, is able to trade in this turret.
And both mids kind of looked like they wanted to come down here, but with the good match from Avengaar, Kubes can really get away.
And smart knowing on Creedfan's part that the Scrubby Bub did not have TP up and was not to match that play. So, of course, Scrubby Bub is going to have his TP up slightly sooner. And Creedfan did miss out on time and a little bit of CS, so the Scrubby Bub is going to feel a little bit better about where he was in the lane before that Alawi left, because she did not secure a kill.
Absolutely, yep, able to catch up. This is going to be very important for him. He's going to look to catch one. Oh, yep, ults one of those scuttles, gets a stack and feeling healthy. Down the bot lane.
Threshook comes through, hits the Jhin, but the Jhin is able to end up rooting the Ezreal and threatening damage here. Ooh, Jhin takes a bunch of damage from the ult, but Thresh is isolated, about to get Jhin ulted. Dies.
Ooh, nice follow-up from the Rek'Sai.
And another ult. 2 shots come through for Jhin. Jhin gets a root. Ezreal is in this bush. Can they secure that kill? They are able to secure it, but Bard trades his life. Old Tons is trying to get out of that bot lane, and he is able to walk away. Surprised that Abraham Rage lived there. It looked like he was about to die, but he was able to still be helpful with the Jhin ult and still help bring that fight to a pretty good trade for them.
Yeah, that was a huge Jhin ult, able to put down a lot of damage, slowing Thresh, really great follow-up, and the fancy feat absolutely from Abraham Rage to dance some of that Ezreal damage, very great.
And other than that, I mean, mid lane is really just 2 control mages playing the lane. They're just hanging out, having
happy
fun.
to farm up.
Like, we both love mana, and we don't have a lot of it, so let's just spend it killing minions. And that's pretty much what's happened so far. Nothing has really happened with those first early trades. Now it's kind of just settled into a farm fest. Top lane, lots of trading.
Really rough for the Cho'Gath here, really struggling into this Alawi. She's got ult up, she's just gonna ult him under turret.
He's not really. Oh, is the turret shot going to kill her? It does. He's able to. That is huge for the Cho'Gath. He had a lot of disadvantages going into that fight, and he knew it, and you could see it in his positioning, and he was able to trade. So that's about the best that could have come out of that situation.
Yeah, and the fact that Creedfan, the Alawi, used the flash there. Cho'Gath kept the flash. It's a bit of an advantage there.
Yep. Of course, we do have to keep it in the context that Creedfan is up about 20 CS, but, you know, still being able to trade. I mean, Thresh just really wants, the Cho'Gath just really wants to be able to hang out.
Ooh,
oh my gosh, a lot of damage coming through on Uttmachazor and Abraham Rage. As ult misses, unfortunately. Looks like Skarner's dead. Bard able to secure that kill. Man, time after time, it just looks like this bot lane is about to die, and they just managed to sneak their way out of it. They're setting up, there's 3 people down here. However, lots of members of Kubes' team are coming down here. There's about to be all 5.
4v3 now at this point. 5v3.
And Nico caught out, unfortunately.
No.
Onto Guppy. Looks like he's about to go down, just a matter of who's going to secure that kill. The Cho'Gath takes both the kills and says, "Thank you, I'm much more fed now. Let's walk the dragon and secure that."
Wow, what a huge play from Team Kubes here. And to get the dragon on the backside, that's icing on the cake. And the Infernal, that's probably the icing. Wow.
Good news is that Avengaar's team is able to keep Creedfan up top and get at least some sort of lead for himself. Of course, it doesn't feel great when the Cho'Gath heads down and just secures 2 kills for himself. So all he can really do is just take the plating and hope for the best. Ooh, looks like bot lane secures another kill.
Another kill onto the Ezreal there. Making quite a lead here for themselves.
Oh no, gets hooked under the tower.
Is he gonna? If he makes it out of this, get out! You've got to be kidding me! This is insane.
Radfart secures the kill. Bot lane walks away again, like it's like
Abraham Rage is unkillable. Cannot do it. Creedfan going really hard. Here the flash comes out. But he makes it out this time.
He lives. He lives this time, and that is the difference between the last time he went under the tower and this time. He just walks away with enough health to say, I am not about to lose my life. I'm going to take that kill, and then I'm probably going to come right back to this lane and just keep pushing my advantage. Because that's really all he can do at this point. Unfortunately, his team is falling behind in other areas of the map. Mid lane is still just that farm fest, although Skarner is hovering. He's just going to walk towards his wolves, looks like. But
yep, I mean, we're 12 minutes in. It's about a 1k gold lead for Team Kubes here. So, like you said, keeping it pretty even. There's minor differences, but...
Oh my gosh, Kubes is about to go into egg form. Let's see if Avengaar... He blew all of his spells, obviously securing that kill. So is he going to have the damage to actually kill him before he comes up? He is not. Kubes lands the stun and walks away.
Gets the stun and the flash out.
Able to probably just go back and deep sigh relief. Avengaar, okay, just sending the clone under tower. Skarner's going to take the Raptors. Definitely good choice for him.
Oh, look at top lane here at the... I wonder if Scrubby Bub's stepping this out. He's on this, but if he gets sniffed out here, then the Scrubby Bub's got ult.
Yep.
He's gonna kill this.
Thanks for the leash. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thanks for the leash jump.
And wow, walks away. Unfortunate for Creedfan because he did do most of the work on that, but there's not really much you can do when the Cho'Gath is walking towards you and it's almost down to a KHP. So just bad luck for Creedfan there.
Yeah.
And now
good talk to Scrubby Bub. He likes those riffs. Huge. There's gonna be a big gold swing for him right before the plates fall off.
Creedfan is looking to trade onto him now. He does have a level advantage. Mid lane, meanwhile, there's action, and it looks like Avengaar is going to lose his life. Kubes secures the kill. Skarner shows up, unfortunately, just a tad too late. And Uttmachazor on this Bard has been pretty impressive.
He has been starting to really spread out, get around the map. His stuns have been great. The ults, the magical journeys, everything on point right now.
Radfart was posturing pretty aggressively on the Skarner, but he does just end up walking away. He knows that he's taking the Raptors, but he just decides to head top himself. And there's no vision in this river that he would have walked over, I think, unless that pink ward got him. But they might nope. They don't know that he's. Oh, he shows up. Doesn't, unfortunately. A
little scared, I think, of taking the fight against the Alawi with their ult up.
Yep. Yeah.
And also, having Skarner in the...
Thought twice about that one. Skarner in the area. Kubes is taking the blue buff, which is a pretty big deal, because on Anivia, obviously going through lots of mana, so getting that blue buff for yourself is pretty good news for him. He is setting up on this bot side. I wonder if they're going to make a play here on the bot lane. They are. They go in through the magical journey. Unfortunately, the Bard misses the Q. Root does land. Bard is under tower, doesn't die. Thresh flashes out. Jhin ult comes down, looking for that kill onto Guppy, not able to find it, but Nelly steps forward, able to walk it out though.
Flashes out. Put the snare on the backside.
Jhin able to secure that kill. They did secure the real. They found the real one. Imposter was discarded, and they located the real Avengaar. And unfortunately, he has to blow flash ult and get out of there.
Yep, good lantern there from Guppy. Keeping Avengaar safe. Good to see that Thresh. Good to see someone taking it, when he throws it out there.
Yeah, exactly. The Thresh hooks have come through. There's been just so many moments in spot lane where somebody should be dying. Multiple people should be dying, and then there's only...
Butt might be dying in the
nobody's
top
dying.
right now.
Top lane, looks like there's a pretty aggressive trade on Creedfan's part. Still has the level advantage, still has the massive CS advantage actually now that's grown. He is really in control of that top lane, even though Bub did secure the Herald and has secured some kills elsewhere on the map, but just
yeah, start to notice he's getting really tanky. He's got that Bramble and the Bomby Cinder. He's feeling pretty healthy though up there.
oh yeah, I don't think his position is terrible. Just in relation to the isolated lane, it feels pretty bad just because he is going up against an Alawi and she does have her epic.
Yeah.
In relation to the rest of the team, great news. Bot lane, there's some trading. Ezreal about to get caught out here, I think. He's looking for the stun. He does find it, and another kill donated to Abraham Rage. He's 3-0 and 6. Ardalt comes down. Creedfan hit. Guppy hit in the wall.
All from the Scrubby. All from Cho'Gath coming in the backside. Huge fight.
Huge fight. Avengaar ults. Jhin has already secured a kill. Looks like Anivia is able to get one. Creedfan able to secure one. Are they able to track down these last two members? Scrubby Flash called dead. Off the Jinra. Jhin is now 4-0-8, 2-0-5 on Anivia, 4-2-2 on the Cho'Gath. This is starting to get a little out of hand, but I think there is still a slight chance, but the scaling is going to get pretty rough from here.
Great fight from Team Kubes. Great Drake on the backside. We'll see, yeah, how do we feel like Team Avengaar can back in this? They need to get better vision control, maybe in the enemy jungle, some deeper wards to kind of be able to sniff out, keep their team safe, and just farm up as far as I can tell. They just need to play it safe.
Avengaar was trading on a Scrubby in the mid lane. Not much meaningful damage at this point just because he does have Kubes with him and he does have so much health and other tanky stats, but yeah, I think they're looking for that beautiful ult from Avengaar that just hits the backline, hits the Jhin primarily. They need to kill Jhin and Anivia as soon as possible, and that goes well, but I think the Bard has been doing a pretty good job of peeling off people that are coming towards the Jhin. It does look like they are fighting for some position.
At this point, I'm not sure how Creedfan can stay in a side lane and push hard enough without being that far ahead of the Cho'Gath. Like, can fight him off, but really isn't drawing the pressure that they need at this point.
Yeah, it would be. He needs to get this first tower so we can start pressuring. But again, Abraham Rage just keeps getting those kills. The Jhin, like I said, very comfortable. Bub does go down. Looks like they tower dove him in the process. Secure the tower. Like I said, they needed to get that tower.
Jhin's gonna take the bot.
Jhin does trade the tower down bot lane and is looking to kill the Thresh. Misses the root, unfortunately, but does again secure that tower. So trade of towers, bot and top. Mid, Avengaar's team's mid tower is looking a little bit lower, but I think both of those are going to be the next targets here in terms of towers. We see the rec side pinging 700 gold Jhin bounty. That is his teammate. He is just saying, man, that guy is massive. And indeed, he is indeed massive. Looks like Rift Herald is going to be secured by Avengaar's team here. Creedfan able to secure it this time. Bub had recalled. There's 3 mid for Kubes' team. Not sure. I think they might just be trying to group for this mid tower. Alawi does just want to sit in the side lane and just keep pushing as much as she can. Jhin lands another root. Thresh able to lantern his teammate to safety, but mid tower looking like it's going to fall. This Jhin isn't going to take too many shots to kill this tower. Looks like he's about to get it right now. Yep, secured.
Ezreal's trying to figure out if they want to go for the turret or if they're going to come back. He's kind of wasting some time in the jungle. Needs to get down there, get that turret down the bot lane.
Oh, unfortunately, now
4 people coming. Wasted too much.
Squad is heading down bot lane. 4 members of Kubes' team looking for this Ezreal, who has chosen to TP safely away. The Bard ult comes down to not hit the Ezreal, who just teleports to safety. Unfortunate, but still got the TP out of the Ez. They do secure mid tower though. It looks like they're gonna maybe trade for 2.
This is a great trade from Team Avengaar. This is what they needed. Oh, they're not quite able to finish off the turret, unfortunately.
The turret just with a few hits of health, just barely holding on, but Scrubby able to save that tower. Oh, looks like we have Guppy caught out. Ratfart looking to secure this kill. Nice root from the Jin. Ults down. Ratfart secures the kill.
Good pickup there. The Rek'Sai being able to sniff out the Thresh and start to just track that one down. With Drake coming up in a little bit here. Baron's on the table. Keep putting up that pressure mid. It's going to be great for Team Kubes. And look at their vision. You know, their Team Avengaar's having to ward their own jungle. They're worried about the invade. And to be able to get that Alawi pushing in those sides, you really have to be able to control the enemy jungle so that he knows if he can split, if he knows that he can go in and stay in a fight, and effectively and dance around that, but it's just not happening.
Garner looking to secure his own red buff. Gets
flash
stolen,
out
has to
from
flash over the wall. Team Kubes is just going to back off safely, transition to mid lane, possibly push that lane out before heading down to Dragon. That is definitely a big win con for them at this moment. Mountain Drake would be huge, and I think that is definitely going to be what they look to help them close out this game.
Yep, going to be great for the Cho'Gath, building nice and tanky, and just the shield is going to be great for him.
Kubes
So
is looking for a pick on to Creed Fan, does slow him, dissuade him from going to the Dragon. Dragon will be secured by Team Kubes. Guppy has to flash, gets hit by the Bard ult anyway with Creed Fan. As ult comes through, Ratfart taken low. Avengaar looks for the massive ulti but only hits one. Ezreal secures a kill, Ratfart gets a kill. Scrubby, sure to die, does end up falling down. Pretty good fight from Team Avengaar there. There was a lot going on, and I think that fight got a little chaotic for them, and I think that actually played to the favor of Team Avengaar.
absolutely, the team running into the Alawi ult, able to Creed Fan able to run down there, get some huge slams, tons of damage in that team fight. More fights in the bottom.
Yep. Looks like they were trying to get the Jin. Jin ends up hitting another run into an ult. Double kill for the Jin. That was sick damage out of the Jin. You hate to see it when you're playing against it. You love to see it when it's you just unloading on the enemy team. And that
Turning
is
around
exactly
to 2
what
for
happened.
3. That feels, yeah, gonna feel good every time. You know, challenging the Fed Jin and coming out on the wrong side of that one. I mean, looking at the item difference, it's, you know, now he just was able to buy. He's got 3 full items against the 2 from the Ezreal.
Ratfart sees the Thresh, says, "I do not care. This is my jungle. You are but a wee little Thresh. I'm going to take my camps, and you're going to leave." And he is. He's heading up towards the Baron with Avengaar, looking to secure some vision for themselves. Bub is in the area. The rest of Team Kubes is looking to respond, it looks like. Bard ult misses. Bard does hit a slow. Will be followed by
Alawi
Jin,
on the
but not at
backside.
moment. Alawi TP coming through, cut off the
Right
rest
in
of
the
his
middle.
team, might just die. Does indeed die. Anivia ult doing loads of damage there.
Old Tones trying to grab
Sure.
the Jin.
Looks like Ezreal unfortunately about to die. Jinrut on Avengaar does end up dying to Jin. Scrubby picks up the Ez, and it looks like only Guppy is left alive. A 1 for 4 there in favor of Team Kubes. And now
Going
they're
right
looking
for
at
the
the Baron. They're up about 5k in gold here, looks like. Up 3 Drakes, up a tower, securing this Baron. Where would you like to see them kind of push this Baron? Is there a specific lane? Do you think they should push all 3 lanes? What are your thoughts?
I feel like with where they're at right now, I don't feel like they can really go for a 1-3-1. They don't really have like that strong of the strongest side lanes. Maybe you do a 2-3 or a Kubes in the side, and you know, go for a split. Cho'Gath does have his TP up, right? So he's fine in a side lane. If you want to make some plays, make some pressure plays, absolutely can answer in the side. Creed Fan Doesn't have the TP. Going to be a lot harder to go up against those Baron minions. So I'd like to see the Cho'Gath in the side lane. Go push it out, and let the rest of the team just break down mid. That'd be ideal.
Looks like they are going to send Ezreal top for Team Avengaar, trying to catch up on some CS there, trying to find a safe lane to secure that CS. Creedfan is pushing bot side, looking to take this tier 1 bot tower. Mid for Team Kubes seems to be the place of interest. Bard caught out. This time he's got to die, right? He does not. He ults himself. Down goes Guppy. Avengaar hits the ult, does take out the Bard, which was huge. Ratfart also dies in that fight. Avengaar takes some damage, is still alive. Notably, Jhin also not really a target of damage and is still 905. Does take a chunk of damage from the Ezreal there.
Creedfan's trying to come around here and flank.
Good ult. Here comes Creedfan. He said, that is the backline. Those are the members I want to see. Does land the E. Is damaging the Jhin. Cho'Gath comes in off the TP, silences immediately, looking for a knock-up onto the Skarner, but is taking damage from about 3 members. In comes the Jhin ult. Is Creedfan going to be able to survive? No, he dies. Looks like Skarner is low on health. Ezreal looks like he wants to get the heck out of there. Avengaar does secure a kill over the wall, so that's good news, but the Jhin is 11-0-15, which is pretty bad news. That's pretty devastating to see, and he's just going to keep pressuring this lead because he's at full health.
Yep, he's got the Cho'Gath taking the Ezreal shots, pretty much blocking any Mystic shot that he can get in, grabbing snares, so it's a lot of damage. The Baron-powered minions, able to take the turret shots.
Is being secured, or is about to be secured, it looks like. Looks like Team Kubes is about to secure that one for themselves, so that is another good piece of news for Team Kubes. Secured that mid tower as well, so a lot going for Team Kubes, and I think a lot of it is coming off the back of that Jhin, able to stay alive in the fights, able to dish out the damage, and do it from a safer distance, right, with his ult, with his roots.
Yep, this game was really just on a knife's edge in that bot lane. It could have gone the other direction in a second. If you had Ezreal getting those kills early, if you had Thresh getting those assists early and switching that gold lead, getting the Ezreal item ahead of Jhin, it would be a completely different game. We would be talking a completely different way about this right now.
Exactly, and I think Ezreal does still have a chance. I mean, he's still going to do damage once he gets those items. He does have the Mirror Mana, he does have the Divine Sunder. He is not going to be dealing as much damage as Jhin anytime soon, but he does have a chance. Or Bardol comes down, rooted by the Jhin, knocked up immediately by Cho'Gath, dies to the Bard, unfortunately. And there's so much pick potential. It doesn't even matter that they don't have the best hard engage, because they're just able to find picks again and again and again.
Absolutely. Like I said, the Rek'Sai getting that mid range, able to kind of block anyone that's getting too close, and then some of the engage from the Jhin, from the Bard.
Going aggressive there. Rek'Sai goes really deep. Does end up costing him his life. Creedfan does secure the kill onto the Bard. Looks like he's about to die though. Scrubby picks up a kill. Nelly's short. Not long for this world.
Scrubby's going hard.
Scrubby's going hard. Look at the shields. Gives it to Jhin. Jin's still unkilled in this game, and he's probably could just walk through that tower if he really wanted to. Obviously a little bit risky, but just for a little BM, I'd love to see it. He's gonna walk out the safe. No, he's just sitting there. That's actually maybe even more BM. Doesn't feel threatened, is getting ulted. Still trading, winning the trade.
So much damage. $1,000.
Destroying Avengaar there, unfortunately. That was super BM actually in the end. Does live. Ult by, or hook, sorry, my bad, by the Thresh. Not much coming of it. Jhin still trading aggressively.
And it inhib. TP on the backside.
TP coming down on the backside. We've seen some deep backline teleports looking for the Jhin.
They're going for the Jhin
on the Anivia. Can they kill the Jhin?
They're not going to let him out.
They do kill the Jhin and they donate to Ezreal. Ezreal hits him with the Mystic Shot, looking to possibly go over the wall to secure a kill on Kubes. Can he find him? Creedfan also there, about to just try and smack him with the tentacle if he can. Doesn't get him. Bard shows up.
Great dodges there from Kubes getting out.
Looks like
still getting tracked down.
be able to just walk this one out. Cho'Gath is showing up, and he is a big boy.
He's got
about
all
to
stuff.
just
He's
ult
gonna eat
somebody.
him.
Yeah, he just eats the Ezreal. Doesn't care.
Get the Anivia though. Nelly picking
Nivea
up.
does go down. Also, looks like it's about to be a kill onto the Skarner. 2 more kills donated over to the Cho'Gath. He is 10-4. He is getting real thick. And looks like
I don't know what you see, but he takes up like half my screen already. How big a screen is this guy gonna get?
he does have 14 feast stacks so far, so he's not feeling too bad.
It's a hungry boy.
Stretch of the imagination. Going onto this Baron here. Creedfan is pushing out the top lane. Looks like he's starting to drift down towards the Baron, maybe get a ward down. They know that they have a pink ward down there.
They're on it, but no one else is really around at this point. It's really just Creedfan.
Is challenging.
I don't think he can afford to fight these three.
He is gonna probably just go down here. Avengaar comes in,
on the
hits
backside.
2 people with the ult, but unfortunately the Jhin just sitting to the side, hitting him in the face, and he goes down. Thresh hits the hook, walks away because he knows there's nobody there to help him, and Skarner was not really in the area to really contest. So I understand the desperation on Creedfan's side. You know, got to make a play. Unfortunately, they do secure the kill and they do secure the Baron in the end.
Yeah, would have liked to see him stick around for the team fight afterwards, personally. But either way, at this point, Team Kubes is just going to keep pushing out those lanes, establish dominance, Jin's drifting down, he wants that bot lane in his sights. They'll get the side waves going, and see if they can just siege here, I think.
Jhin, again, like you said, pressuring the bot lane, walking away now. He does have the Baron, does have the Rek'Sai kind of hovering and shadowing him. Skarner's in the area now. Mid lane is held by Team Avengaar. Scrubby is also down here by the blue side, or by blue side jungle for red team. They do secure the tower. I'm interested to see where they go. It looks like they're pressuring bot, but is that where the fight's actually going to take place? Are they going to try and make a maneuver elsewhere on the map? Looks like right now they are just pressuring. They do have the wave coming in after them.
Elder's going to be up here in a little bit. I don't know if they're going to even have to wait for that long for it, if they can just win a team fight here, because they are so strong right now. This Jhin is dealing so much damage.
Not scared of a tower at this point. Raffart does get suppressed, is in deep, ult comes out, doesn't matter. Jhin is just destroying this team. Avengaar ults, unfortunately only hits the Cho'Gath. That's 2 now for the Jhin, a kill for the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath does get rooted, Bard loses his life. Just absolute insanity once these fights take place. Avengaar, unfortunately, just going to be walled, ulted, rooted, dead. Doesn't seem to really matter at this point.
Team Kube's going to look to finish. The other team dead, that's going to be game.
That's GG. Yeah, that's the game for us. Thanks for watching. We're going to be waiting to see if another team or another game is played, so stick around. And yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
top again, now what? We lay the crown, but count us higher than a mountain. And we be up here for the long run, strap in for a long one. We got everybody on one. Now you coming at the king, so you better not miss. And we only get stronger with everything I carry up on my back. You should paint it up with a target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming on, name you ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Take a lap now, don't be mad now. Run it back, run it back, run it back now. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler up ahead. We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming on, name you ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
在以后，除了是傻子，还有其他吗？我左右，键盘琵琶在时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让我来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的打斗。I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead and born. I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them.
We're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you coming, my name you ought to know by now that we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.
Welcome back to the Legends League here. We have another game for you. This is the second game of tonight and the second game between these two teams. The Akali band coming through again for Team Avengaar and the Kled band coming out again for Team Kubes. I am joined by Uttmachazor and my name is... How you doing tonight, Uma?
Doing great. Excited about this second game. Get the salty run back here. Let's see what kind of mix-ups we got. Looks like the early bands are running the same. You think that's going to finish the same? So far, keeping things even, but curious to see what kind of difference, if either team wants to bring a different comp here. Like, the game it started really close and it could have gone really differently, so only difference right now is they're going to ban that Cho'Gath against the Scrubby Bub instead of the Urgot.
Yep, so baiting the Urgot, probably you have something prepared, or maybe they just decided Urgot that Cho'Gath was just too much. Swain does come out as another ban, same bans for Team Kubes. Again, not a surprise, although I think he did not have a terrible performance on the Nico. I think it was just that there was so much peel coming through for Team Kubes that it just didn't matter. And here we have Avengaar taking the Anivia for himself. Like I said, I'd seen it in his match history prior to this game, and last game Kubes' team had first pick, so they were able to take that away, but this time Avengaar is able to secure that. Jin does not get banned. Jin is locked in immediately, and the Hecarim.
Wow, already. Alright, we're seeing some different picks here, little trades, little change. Yep. Curious to see this Anivia on the Avengaar side this time and what they're going to do with it. But Radford on the Hecarim did great on the Rek'Sai. Figured to switch it up, do something a little different though.
His pick, his secure pick or his lock pick that was not bannable was, I believe, Kindred. So he does not choose to take that pick. Does decide to lock in the Hecarim immediately. Lock in, and Lux and Alawi are locked in here for Team Avengaar. Scrubby Bubs up to pick. Will they pick a top laner here? They will. They'll pick the Urgot, it looks like. The pick that was banned previously in the last game. So Scrubby Bub on comfort. Probably not going to feel terrible going into Alawi.
It's not a great matchup. It's definitely in Alawi's favor, but still having the Scrubby Bub on the Urgot, still a lot of team fight. They're very similar in how they kind of want to play team fights. That, you know, being able to, or some of the things they can do. A lot of AoE damage, strong, or kind of brawler type fighters. So be curious to see, how the Scrubby handles that one, because if she lands her E on you and snatches your soul, it really hurts. So, but Ratfart able to do Ratfart kind of things, and then we know that we expect the Skarner to come through. I mean, if Skarner's able to lock up an Urgot and Alawi just jumps on top, not where to go.
Yeah, that does seem to make sense to me. I mean, Skarner pretty good at setting up those games once he's got 6. We do see the Caitlyn and the Vayne bands come through for Team Kubes, and we see a Silas and a Nautilus band come through for Team Avengaar. Really pinching that bot lane pool now for Team Kubes, hoping to get a weaker matchup here for Nelly. Skarner is locked in. Bard was also locked in as well. Bard was really great. Bard Jhin last game was super strong bot lane. I'll be interested to see what they pair with this Lux. Is he going to go back to Ezreal?
I feel like Ezreal would still be strong.
Ezreal Lux makes sense, but he's looking for... Looks like he's going to lock in the Kai'Sa, who is pretty strong in the meta as well. Obviously, also want a little bit of time to scale, get those items and start evolving. Especially that Q. That upgrade does a lot more damage when you're hitting all those missiles onto one person, especially.
Yep, the burst potential is going to be a lot higher. Ooh, Cubes on the Malzahar.
He has played it a few times, I believe, in the league already. Coming into the series, the things that have seen him play have been a lot of those kind of like neutralizing champions, like the Galio. He's played, obviously, the Malzahar, and he's been strong at those types of champions, able to kind of take the enemy mid laner out of the equation. And I mean, last game I think he did a pretty good solid job as well of just kind of minimizing Avengaar's presence on the rest of the map. It was mostly just focused on mid lane and farming up between those two control mages, and I expect somewhat of the same thing. Both of them do have really good, strong push in mid lane. Obviously, Malzahar able to just throw down the Malefic Visions and just kill a wave really quick, and once Anivia gets the ult, obviously able to just stun a minion wave in her ult and then clear out the entire wave.
Yep. Absolutely. I'll be curious to see if Avengaar builds has any different runes or different, because I believe that Kubes had Phase Rush, right?
He did.
So able to move around, get a few lands of stun, lands the ult, able to move around the map, reposition very well. Curious to see if Avengaar takes that as well, or maybe goes for a burst heavy or something.
Yeah, looking again at these team comps. Favorite one.
I'm gonna go with Kubes again. The engage of the Hecarim, along with these Bard ults that have been totally on point, able to take people out of fights, able to take the Alawi out while they dive the back line, and this Jhin just dealing. We'll see if Abraham Rage can get fed again, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. Obviously.
Yeah, I think the Hecarim is going to be interesting. I think that's going to be a good indicator of how their team shapes out. Is Hecarim getting ahead and able to get those engages? Because once he gets ahead, he is hard to stop. We've seen it here previously in the league. Hobie obviously having played it numerous times and carried numerous games on that champion. And we've seen it come through in other parts of the league, and it seems to always have an effect. So I'm interested to see how that plays out in Ratfart's hands. And I think for Team Avengaar, they're looking for some picks, I think, really with the Anivia and the Lux, or just Skarner running in and ulting somebody. But other than that, they're not. Again, they don't have a lot of hard engage outside of those options, I would say.
Yep. I think a lot of these team fights really might be able to depend on the Anivia walls. If Anivia can wall off a Hecarim, make him ult over a wall to get in or out of a fight, and having to save some of those things might make the difference. And we'll see if Lux or Anivia aren't able to land their snares on Hecarim charging in, they don't really have a whole lot of other moves. Is Skarner gonna ult him? Maybe. If it gets too far out there, absolutely just pull him into the team, pull him into the Anivia ult. Hey, just sit here, dude, melt him down, and see if they can kind of lock him out of a fight. But at the same time, Malzahar able to kind of do the same. If Skarner wants to come up and flash somebody, ult somebody, you can just kind of get the counter side with that, and they still have, the Urgot to provide the backup, to provide some defense, provide that mid-range defense kind of stuff. Still doesn't have quite the ranged knock-up with like the Cho'Gath has to get a little more in your face if they wants to displace you or do something with the E, with the shield and the dash, so would still be pretty powerful into their team.
Yeah, I think again, like, it's really going to come down to, are those binds, those stuns landing onto Hecarim before he's making meaningful impact in the fights? And I think it's going to be harder, right, when you have a Bard ult and a Jhin ult kind of inhibiting your progress towards running away from a Hecarim. Those things are slowing you or forcing you to dodge out. Like on a Bard ult, you need to get out of the way. So you're obviously not making the most progress away from the Hecarim, who's then just charging straight at you, trying to get a good engage. Then, assumedly, with Kubes following up on Malzahar on somebody, could potentially just instantly wipe them from the board.
Yep. We will see. I mean, I'd love to see the perfect Anivia Alawi combo, just to stun the wall off, Alawi walk up, ult everybody, get a penta. Sounds magic. In the meantime, looks like teams are taking kind of a nice soft safe vision approach to the start of the game.
Yep, just kind of grouping around the respective bot sides of the map. Looks like Kubes team is again starting to spread out a little bit more now into their defensive front, which they did last game, and nothing really too drastically different about the start of this game compared to the last one. And I think the lanes, mid lane specifically, will play out probably pretty similarly. I am interested to see how much pressure the Hecarim applies to this Anivia early on. Before she gets too much mana and too much ability to just push in a wave and then back off. There looks like Abraham, Rage, and Uttmachazor are sitting in this bot lane bush. They're gonna catch Guppy and Nelly. Guppy flash the wall, does land the binding, does just end up walking away, but flash blown.
Flash ignite, yeah.
I didn't even notice the ignite come through. As you notice, ignite does end up coming through on that. Unfortunate that happens, but it happens sometimes, and I've fell prey to it before, so I can't really blame them, to be honest.
Yeah, classic level 2 cheese. They knew that Hecarim actually started the red side. They started his red, and is probably going to be looking to gank early in the bot side. Ratfar wants to come down here, get a ghost, just do a power shove, and would be good into this early, kind of lacking some CC or mobility, especially in that Lux. And the Kai'Sa, doesn't really have any CC. Not able to, has a little speed boost, but pretty susceptible to a good gank. So we'll see. Let's start in the full clear up top.
Does look like bot lane for Kubes is just playing a little bit back, letting the wave be pushed to them, just trying to stay ahead in the CS, keep the wave in an advantageous position. They do land a root onto the Lux, doesn't really matter too much. I do want to talk about this top lane just in terms of early game. How much different compared to the Cho'Gath lane is this one, early on in the game specifically?
How much different? Well, I mean, it's definitely, the early first few, pretty nice. You're able to stay in there as the Urgot, deal some damage. The Alawi, without able to, like shoving a wave and not able to land any E's, because that's really, and that's her source of damage, right? If she can't land an E, can't land it through a minion wave, so Urgot just kind of sits in the wave, farms it out a little bit. He can go clear some tentacles, so he's gonna be fine in the early. But later in the game, I think it's gonna be a little bit harder for him.
Looks like Hecarim is looking to take down the Scuttle. Looks like Skarner's in the topside Scuttle. CS across the board is pretty even, slight advantage in top lane, but the wave is crashing on green lane, so really it's not an advantage. It'll be evened up here, but looks like Ratfart is looking to gank the Anivia. I was wondering how early he would gank, and it looks like it's going to be at level 4. Does get stunned, is walled, is under the tower, does get ignited. Bub is coming down to back him up, is able to walk away, but that was a dangerous fight that Ratfart took there. Almost loses his life.
Absolutely. Avengaar getting pushed under their turret. Kubes kind of keeping that power in the mid, keeping the pressure up. Bot lane pressured under turret as well.
Does look like the Jhin and the Bard have started to push the wave away from themselves now, and are maybe looking to be a little bit more aggressive, possibly there in the lane.
They got Skarner pinged out.
Down. He's about to show on a ward though. They do know he's there. They're just gonna walk away.
Yeah, just wasting time. Just wasting time.
Dragon is about to spawn here. It does pop up. Ratfart cleared Raptors. About to even up his CS. Anivia slight advantage. Other than that, pretty much looks like Scrubby is having a little bit of a enjoying that he's getting the full immersive experience of playing against Alawi, one that he knows so well because he's done it so many times to other people. That now he gets a little bit of a taste of his own medicine.
Absolutely.
Suffering from the E damage a little bit, but nothing too meaningful. Looks like Jhin does land the binding here, or does land the root there on to the Lux, walks away. Still gonna looks like Kubes' team is gonna push this wave in on the bot wave maybe, or possibly freeze because the enemy bot lane is going back.
He's
Top
about to
is getting whacked. Can he dodge this tentacle? That is the key. He kills the tentacle immediately, so he's
W's
probably
no
fine.
problem.
Rat Fart and Ubahars and Abraham Rage are looking to secure
yep.
this.
They used their pressure to start going for Drake, but both mid lanes are kind of coming down here.
Avengaar is here, does have the stun, can do a lot of damage. Will have
They
to
both
flash
have
the wall
smite.
though to get over. Skarner
Ratfart.
steal the dragon.
Ratfart was so scared.
Rat Fart very low. He has no flash.
Oh,
He can't get
Ratfart,
out.
what are you doing? That was first blood!
Rat Fart does end up dying. Skarner does end up dying. Unfortunately, Dragon is secured by Skarner. Not the way you want that to go if you're Team Kubes, but if you're Team Avengaar, you're walking away with a
Perfect.
smile on your face.
Super happy about that trade. Oh my gosh, that was great. The flash in and the smite steal from the Skarner he just hustled off what, like 3 guys or something in the pit? Yeah, great, amazing steal.
Looking to get some damage down onto Avengaar, dissuade him from running away. He is going to keep walking,
He's
gets
taking a lot of
ignited,
damage.
but the Bard
Ooh,
can't
walks
press
out
that.
of it. He keeps the flash up too.
Yep. That was just walk it out. Bard couldn't keep chasing, didn't have the damage, could have just got immediately killed by Anivia as soon as her cooldowns came up. Bot lane for Team Avengaar is pushing in this wave now. It's about to hit the tower. Scrubby Bub is up in the top lane at the moment by himself, just kind of pushing in this wave. Slight advantage in mid lane to Team Avengaar. Kubes is getting some CS back there. Otherwise, pretty even across the board, to be honest.
The Jin's still taking, Abraham Range taking quite a bit of damage under turret down here. I'm curious to see how they're going to answer this if there's a little bit of a CS lead down here. And they got 2 turrets, so that's, unless Abraham can do something here, he's going to start to fall behind.
Yeah, I think he just needs to get it back in. He hasn't gotten his back in. Once he gets his back in, he's going to be sitting on a ton of gold. He's going to have an advantage once he gets back. Kaisa and Lux are also
Scrubby
back.
Scrubby Bub's in the mid looking for a gank here on the...
Does start to tick away on the Anivia. Anivia's about to go into egg form. Scrubby is getting low, dragged under tower.
getting pulled under
Everyone
turret.
shows up. Scrubby's still alive. Down goes
Splash
Anivia.
out.
Ratbar walks away with the kill. And it looks like we're going to keep on going with that same theme of people just walking away when it looks like they're dead to rights. And Scrubby does indeed live, although Creed Fan is in the top lane putting down some chip damage on this tower.
Yeah, he's going to be dealing a little more than chip damage, I think. He's going to be getting at least a plate, if not 2, because his wave's coming in with a cannon, so that's going to be good. Ratfart isn't answering. Scrubby's running up there, but that's going to be quite a bit of damage on that.
Yeah, it looks
Be a
like
nice catch up for
Skarner's
him.
mid-wave too.
What? I'm actually curious about this itemization, the Scrubby Bub going for that early grievous wounds with that Executioner's Calling.
Ratbar goes in, does get the flash out of Creed Fan early. Creed Fan just looking for a good ult, immediately gets ulted into the toss over the shoulder. Scrubby Bub burns her down, does get a kill.
Nice. Nice
Good job. Good job ganking the Alawi and not dying to her, so that's always a plus. Nice binding by Guppy there on both the bot lane members. Skarner is hovering down here. Is he just looking to take a blue? He is. He knows that the top lane gank just happened, so he's going to invade the bot
nice
side.
bit of counter jungling here from Old Tones.
Taking that blue buff. Probably going to take maybe even the entire bot side or look to gank this bot lane. Unfortunately, the wave is going to be pressed in, so unless they're going to force a dive. Ooh, looks like good damage coming down here from the Jhin and the Bard. Kaisa forced back. Flash out of Guppy.
Nivian's dying to hacker him in the jungle.
Anivia dying to hacker him. Oh, kills jungle. Bot lane still happening. He looks like suppression down. Ult from Jhin secures a kill, looking for more damage onto Guppy. Tones is out of position. Guppy gonna die to those minions, and Tones is looking to walk this one out. Suppresses the Malzahar under the tower, but goes down. Unfortunately, ends up going to the Bard. Just
great binding from Jhin.
Impressive play coming out from this bot lane yet again. 2-0-2 now on the Jhin, 1-0-3 now on the Bard. Man, that was a crazy fight. Looks like top lane going aggressive again. Scrubby Bub looking to put that pressure on top lane.
Creed fan does
Just gonna
not
walk
have an
away.
ult.
Oh, in goes Nelly. Oh no, just
Great stun.
immediately CC'd by the enemy bot lane and goes down, unfortunately. Not able to just lay down enough damage, really. The Guardian came through because they were standing right on top of each other, and then just immediate CC chain and he dies, unfortunately. Looks like Bard is looking to get some vision on the Drake. Guppy could get collapsed on here, actually.
Yeah, he could get caught out really quick here. This Hecarim's about to find him. This Hecarim's about to find him.
Bard's behind.
Yep.
Jinx rotating up. Hecarim immediately dives onto Guppy with the Onslaught of Shadows, chasing him down, set up with the Bard. Guppy secures the kill onto the Bard before going down. Raffart out of position now, getting stunned. Avengaar looking to deal some damage, but Kubes is also here as well. Scrubby Bub immediately goes down in the top lane as well, just off to the side. That's unfortunate for him. Not sure how that one happened, unfortunately, because of the action down here, but not good news.
That's going to be a lot of damage. That's going to be another couple plates, I think, for Creed fan.
Creed fan pressing the top lane advantage, up 20 CS now, 25 CS now, so that's doesn't feel great. Going up to 35 CS. Oh my goodness. He's just going to be pressing that top lane advantage a lot, hopefully, for his team. Scrubby looking to get back in it. Know he loves to trade aggressively, and sometimes that does end up coming back to bite him. Bard ult comes down onto the Skarner, who's surely caught out of position here. Does flash the wall, actually.
Oh, great flash mode zone.
Natural journey. Bard might be out of position. Two suppressions happening at the same time. Bard survives. Bot lane for Team Avengaar forced out. Double binding here.
Dealing ton of damage.
A lot of damage coming down from the support. Creed walking down. Kaisa ults forward, trying to bait attention. Does get the binding now on to Raffart. Raffart sure to die. Another kill to Guppy. 5-2 on the Lux. I think Lux is going to be dealing a lot of damage now in this fight as soon as she goes back.
Yeah,
she's dealing a lot of damage.
Catching people in those corridors in the jungle, lining up those ults, not a problem. Great play from Team Avengaar here. They're only up 400 gold, but after that play, it feels like a big swing in momentum for them.
Exactly. Creed fan able to get down there and apply some pressure. Unfortunately, I don't think he secured a kill or an assist, actually, so Scrubby doesn't mind that personally in a vacuum, but obviously the rest of the team for Avengaar did secure kills, so that doesn't feel so great once he actually has to start grouping with the team. Bot lane keeps going aggressive. Guppy out of position, but guess what? Has the stopwatch, blows it, doesn't matter, survives anyways. Abraham Rage looking for a double kill here. He's trying to get the execute on the 4-shot, just decides to back off. Would have been super risky, but it looks like it was on his mind.
Yeah, without a flash or a heal up, he just can't go that deep, I don't think.
Yeah, no, definitely would have been very risky, but not quite able to stop Kaisa back there. Is able to just catch this bot wave, press it into the tower, maybe go back, maybe just keep pressing and try and get the rest of this bot lane. Mid lane, a little bit of action happening, some skirmishing, nothing really happens. Hecarim
flash up in the top lane. Scrubby had to flash out. Creed fan just 2v1 it up here.
Creed fan, again, he was kind of starting to press his advantage up in the top lane before he went down bot lane, and he just comes back and says it's
look at this
same experience, different time in the game, but
like I said, this is that mid game where Alawi just starts.
Bot lane, Abraham Rage does get shut down, gets binded, gets immediately ulted by the Lux, and I think Kaisa secures that kill, so she's happy about it. Kubes' team pressuring the Rift Herald here. Looks like they're probably going to get it uncontested. Skarner's just clearing his blue side jungle. Anivia's clearing the red side jungle for their team. Creed fan pushing bot lane pushing bottom. So all signs are looking good here for Team Avengaar. Up about, after this tower, probably about 2k. Yep, a little over 2k now. 2 Drakes.
First turret, 15 minutes. That's definitely been, it's been a slugfest. It's been back and forth. Teams trading and making a lot of still objective plays. I mean, we've gone through 2 Drakes, absolutely. And
Guppy catches out the Kaisa. Kaisa's probably about to die here. Jhin does heal, is running away at the moment, does get a Lux.
Jhin has flash heal.
Jhin just kills the Kaisa. Oh, Bard's looking for more. Can Guppy
Guppy-
turn this around? His
Guppy,
ult is almost
he's-
up. He's got
he's got
Flash,
the
he's got
Skarner.
Ignite. He's looking to turn this one around. Does miss the
Nice
binding.
steal.
He does ult on to Abraham Rage, who's... Oh, the Bard comes through, peels off the Skarner. Skarner unable to get into range to hit
Oh,
the
look at the
ult.
top lane. Oh, Bubby gets out.
Bubby does end up walking away up in the top lane, is losing health though, and not able to stick around this tower. He's probably gonna die. Although Raffart on the way. Raffart to the rescue here.
He's got ult up.
Bail out Bub.
Oh, it misses the ult.
Bub does miss the
Oh,
ult.
that's a lot of damage. That's
walking
a lot.
away.
Yeah, Raffart's.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no, he kills him. He gets the Triumph stack, it looked like, and he
Yep.
just is able to turn that one around.
The Conqueror. Ratfart only has. He's only got the phase rush, so he cannot sit in battle with a Conqueror Alawi.
He had the burst of damage. Unfortunately, they didn't have enough to execute, and that is your fear when you're ganking an Alawi, is that you're not going to have enough damage to execute.
Right.
And he's able to sustain through and just able to outlive you, basically, and then obviously outdamage you in the process. So
Yeah, it looked
Alawi-
like Alawi did a great. Creedfan did a great job flashing the Urgot ult. I don't know if that was intentional, if it was a W, but able to get out of that. I think it would have been an execute otherwise.
all right, looks like Guppy catches out
Ratfart.
Raffart dying to the Anivia, but actually doesn't end up securing the kill. It goes over to Guppy, who's just stacking up kills right now. Just stacks on stacks on stacks. She's got
Feeling
the
super
Zonia's
powerful.
Hourglass. She's got the Lost Chapter. She's got the Sork Shoes.
Yep. Having played against Guppy's Lux myself, absolutely can attest that those Qs are like magnetic. They will find you. They will search you out. You cannot hide from them. So, yeah, not surprised to see him popping off on this Lux.
Does look like it's right now. It's going to be a battle between the Lux and the Jhin on who can deal more damage here in this
Tons
fight.
of damage
Lux
on the
is
back line.
coming around the corner here. They do ult the tower with the Bard ult. Are they going to be able to save it? No, it does fall. Scrubby Bub is in the top lane pressuring that. He
Getting
does
some
get a
great
tower.
pressure. They're going to go for the Drake here. I think they can take it with a 3, send Alawi up top and push Bubby off that, but
Yeah, Scrubby Bub does have TP, but his team is not in position to contest this dragon. It's going to go down. Unfortunate, but it is what it is, and they're going to have to
what it
concede
is.
that dragon.
absolutely. And, you know, Team Avengaar wants to keep pushing their CS lead. Alawi still's got theirs. 3 CS for Old Tones, but hey, we'll take it. 28 for the Anivia. About 3 for... Well, now it's all tied up, but bot lane, keeping it even that way. The Guppy with those kills, oh my gosh, feels super good. The damage coming across, hurting real bad.
They do summon Rift Herald mid. I think it was about to expire. So they're going to summon that. Kubes and Scrubby Bub and Redfart are all in the area looking to pressure this mid-tier 1 tower. Just going to
Great
walk
fans.
down the Herald.
Going-
It's going to take it.
Going
Oh,
for
Ubahar's
top.
caught out, but not enough damage to quite kill him. Guppy looking to trade aggressively. Top lane is left alone to Creed fan right now, and that's not good news because he's going to damage that
Double
tower.
level on Scrubby here.
Guppy looking to scare him away from the tower at least and just kind of clear out the wave.
Old Tone's gonna match here, keeping up the vision. Amazing vision down the bot side. At least they have some control. Not deep enough for me quite. They really need to get a little farther, but Scrubby getting locked up.
Grubby going down, gets caught out by the Anivia. We're seeing the power of the Anivia now play out in the other team's favor.
Alawi on the backside.
Damage. Alawi going in on the backline. Is he able to get a kill? Anivia secures that kill. Meanwhile, Hecarim and the Malzahar both go down. It's only the bot lane of Team Kubes remaining against 4 members of Team Avengaar. Flash heal out of the Kaisa. Lux ult is almost off cooldown again, which goes to show exactly how abusive that spell is.
Broken
later in the game.
Champion
Spam
is.
that. And Ubahar's gonna die, just gets frozen to death basically in a blizzard. Just nothing he can do, no way out really. I think he got stunned as well because he did have flash, it looks like, but
Yeah, I think he was locked up that whole time.
Jin looking to try and salvage this mid tower, pressure the enemy members off of it.
Well, keep him off of it. Kai'Sa got that top lane though. Scrubby gonna answer, but still great. A little more chunk of change in their pocket. Looks like owner of bot lane's gonna go down here. They don't have a cannon yet, so I think that'll be Creed can go catch that.
And it does look like we're sitting on a little bit over a 4k gold lead. 4 towers to 2, obviously 3 dragons to none. That next dragon is going to be a huge fight. We have pings coming down on it already. Still 2 minutes, 16 seconds roughly away. Right now, just kind of clearing out waves and trying to get them in an advantageous spot seems to be the name of the game. Also, vision.
Yeah, look at vision. Look at Guppy's vision score. Look at his compared to Ubahar's right now. This is the difference that is happening because we know that Lux is catching people out, catching people over wards, catching people over walls, and that's such a huge difference that I think they're catching.
Has to flash away, gets hit by the wall, big Bard ult, but Scrubby is getting melted down. Ubahar's just instantly bursted by Guppy there, bound, E'd, and ulted, and he goes down so fast. Yeah. Not much you can do about that.
Not sure who the APA carry is here at this point, because Guppy is definitely just taking over this game.
From the support position, does have the Luden's Tempest. You tell me who's the support here.
Yeah,
looks like he's gonna help his team out here on the Baron.
Is that 10 stacks Dark Seal on the... Who's that?
And that part's dead. Guppy picked up another kill, just almost single-handedly just forcing the enemy team off the Baron. Ult from Jin, just hoping to steal it. Doesn't know Kai'Sa's right in front of his face, but does now. Unfortunately, not much you can do when Guppy's there to back up the Kai'Sa. Bard looking to run away.
Alright, so we got Baron. What's Team Avengaar looking to do with this? Where are they going to go? Just split?
The dragon
split for 1-3-1? Can we do
they possibly push in the mid and maybe they send the Alawi top with the TP to come down. Maybe even just get all the lanes pushing in their favor and then immediately go to dragon. Obviously have vision secured, and then take that objective, and then just look to pressure really wherever, because you've got Soul. Should still have some on Baron, obviously, and you'll have waves in a good spot, so that would be the ideal situation.
Yep, they're definitely hanging a year right here. I mean, look at Creedfan up there. He's what are they? He's gonna take an inhib right now. Like, what's going on?
He's forcing them to make a decision. They either have to take the dragon or they have to respond to him. Otherwise, he's just gonna take an inhib, possibly threaten to end the game, depending on how long this fight goes. We see the posturing around dragon. We see Scrubby, Bub, and Raffart burning down the dragon, able to secure it. Lux tried to steal it with the ult. Creedfan is still in the top lane, is going to secure an inhib, possibly more. Can they stop the backs? They're looking to chase them all the way back to their base.
Yep, they're not giving them.
Not able to get back to their base.
The counter.
And is going to keep pushing in the top lane. We see the TP now coming through for Creedfan. He's about to come through right here. He's about to hit Raffart in the face and probably Kubes as well. Does get onto the back line. Double kill for the Kai'Sa. That's huge. Triple kill for the Kai'Sa. Looking big. 8-3.
Scrubby almost gets the kill onto the Lux, but gets taken out in mid-ult, unfortunately.
And this is just gone from bad to worse to the worst case scenario that it really could be. You've got you did stop the Soul, I guess, so that's your silver lining, but the unfortunate part is that you lost an inhib and you lost the fight and you're going to lose another inhib now. Yep.
This time, Creedfan able to make a much bigger gap in the top lane. Avengaar looking a lot better on the Anivia. I think the CC that she provides, especially with the terrain against this Hecarim, was and against the rest of the team too, largely. I mean, Malzahar isn't mobile enough. He doesn't have a dash. A Scrubby Bub on the Urgot can't dash through a wall. So I think it's been very monumental. And then just this bot lane, what else can you say about him? Look at him, 8-3-5, 9-2-10, winning in CS, winning in Vision, getting solo kills on the jungle.
Destroying Raffart again.
Oh,
going off. completely
every
the Scrubby Bub, who is
every
getting
Q lands.
again and is dying again. Unfortunately, getting caught out there. Bot lane securing those kills. The bot lane has looked strong here now, specifically in this mid part of the game, have really come online. Guppy was doing a lot of work, but big suppression coming through on Tones is going to go down to the tower. They do pop the mark onto Kubes, who has to force to walk away now. Jin ult comes out looking to pressure them off the
Clear the wave, yeah.
Guppy lands another E in a Q.
Avengaar's
Nelly goes in, unable to secure that kill, does flash over the wall. Jin looking for another massive fight. He's had some big fights. We saw him in the last game. Can he just find that massive crit?
Jeez, look at their towers are just getting wrecked right now. Like they have to back, they have to try to fight. There's too much going on. They're down 10k gold.
There's just a lot happening here, and unfortunately there's not much that they can do about it on Team Kubes' side. They're getting pressured off. It's not looking super good. Oh, they get the mark down again. Another binding lands. I think Jin's probably just dead. Oh my gosh, he lives.
Bench make it out. Signature move from the first game, and a throwback to the first game. Abraham Rage making it out with the sliver of health.
Scrubby Bub getting killed here now by the
guys with that red buff.
4 kills probably here, knowing the game is ending. Ults forward, dodges the ult, actually does get tagged by barely, but stays on the outside of it.
Huge ult from Mars here.
Oh my gosh, huge binding, but it doesn't matter. The rest of the team is just pressuring now. Down goes the Malzahar, down goes the Bard. Looks like down goes the Jin as well, and that's a triple kill for the Anivia. That's the game for Team Avengaar, and that will do it for us here at the Legends League. Thanks for sticking around. And,
thank you for joining us. Talk to you later.
And I'm not 'cause today I'll show